So Patches is joining us today. Maybe she's really sassy right now. All right. Doing our pre-New Year's yoga. Sitting it up nice and tall. Maybe sitting on a pillow if you need it, if it feels good for your hip flexors, or multiple pillows. Sometimes that is needed as well. But again, sitting ourselves up nice and tall, maybe rocking it a little bit from side to side or a little bit from front to back. Just beginning to settle, beginning to ground, beginning to quiet the mind, quiet the thoughts, preparing ourselves for the practice today. And as maybe we're rocking a little bit from side to side, let's go ahead and add in a little bit of that torso circle. It doesn't have to be very big yet. So just circling that. Oh, that feels very good on those hips, glutes. Just finding that torso circle. Oh, and then maybe making that circle a little bit bigger. And then let's go ahead and circle that the other way. And you can start off with small circles and make bigger circles. And just circling that around. Good. And go ahead and bring that back to center. So now whatever leg you have in front, go ahead and let's switch. Let's put the other leg in front, opposite leg in front, and sit it up tall. And begin to roll our shoulders back. So let's go and roll that out. And roll that forward. And roll the shoulder back again. And roll that forward again. Good, sitting it up tall. Go ahead and drop our chin down towards our chest. And maybe relax those shoulders away from those ears. And lift our head to center and take our eyes to sky. And chin to chest. And eyes to sky. And chin to chest. And eyes to sky. And bring that head back to center. Let's look over to the right. And then to the left. And to the right. And to the left. And head back to center. Drop that right ear towards that right shoulder. Head back to center, left ear towards left shoulder. And head center. Let's do some neck half circles. So let's go ahead and drop our chin to chest. Right ear to right shoulder. Chin to chest. And left ear to left shoulder. And taking these half neck circles from side to side. Oh yeah, enjoy that. These neck circles. Try and keep our shoulders down, keeping them away, not trying to let them shrug up towards our ears. Good, go ahead and drop that chin back to chest. Lift that head up to center. And let's do sun breath here. So let's inhale, big sun breath up. And exhale it out. And again, inhale and sweep that up, big sun breath. And exhale it out. And inhale, sweep that up. And exhale this out. And inhale and sweep. Let's go ahead and drop our right hand down as you exhale. So dropping that right hand, let's reach over with the left. Oh, nice left side stretch right here. And breathe. Good, let's go ahead and take our top arm, so our left arm, sit ourselves up tall and take our left arm to our right thigh and add in a little bit deeper of a twist here. So we're just stretching to the side and now we're adding in a little bit of a twist. And breathe here. Inhaling and exhaling. And bring this back to center. Good, roll our shoulders back and roll that forward. Big sun breath up, sweep this up. And now let's go ahead and drop our left hand down as you exhale and then reach over with the right. Oh, so good, right side stretch. Wow. And breathe that here. And then go ahead and take our top arm, so our right arm, let's place it onto our left thigh. And let's go ahead and twist this here. Ooh, little baby twist, or a little kind of bigger twist, but twisting. And breathing, so twisting to the left, breathe it here. And then bring this back to center. Inhale and sweep our arms up. As we exhale, go ahead and twist to the right. Inhale up. And exhale, twist to the left. Let's do that one more time each side. Inhale up. And twist to the right. And inhale up. And twist to the left. Good. Inhale and sweep this up. As we exhale, let's clasp our hands behind us. So either clasping or reaching for your wrists, or if you want to use your strap here, you can do that too. Sometimes reaching for those hands can be a little difficult, or holding the wrists or holding the fingers. So if you want to use the strap, you can use that strap instead. Sitting that up. Put our arms behind us, opening up that chest. Then lift that head. We look to the right and look to the left. And look to the right again. Wow, and look to the left. And bring that head back to center. Bend at our elbows, hands over to right waist, and let's squeeze that elbow back. Good, breathe. And then switch sides. Take this over to the right or left. Did I say left before? So left side, the other side, elbow back and breathe. And then release that, shake that out. Inhale and sweep this up. And exhale it out. Good, and inhale and sweep it up. Clasp our hands at the top. We can exhale as we press our palms towards the ceiling. And let's go ahead and make some space here. So making some space in the rib cage, lengthening up through the spine. Let's do that deep sigh breath here. So let's go ahead and inhale it here. And exhale, big sigh out. 2 more times. Inhale deeply here. And exhale, big sigh out. 1 more time. Inhale deeply here. And exhale, big sigh out. Good. Let's bring those arms out in front of us. Stop hands. Rotate wrists. Very good. And then rotate the other way. Good. Point our fingers down. Point our fingers up. Point those fingers down. And point those fingers up. And let's take our left hand and gently pull back on those fingers. Good. And then go ahead and press through the heel of the hand. arm stretch. Ah, and this is very good as we get into our downward facing dog and all of our stuff that we're going to be doing with our sun salutations. Let's go ahead and do the same thing other side. So pulling back on those fingers on that left hand. Wow. And then palm of the hand is pressed out and fingers are down. Ooh. Good. And then shake that out. Very nice. Roll those shoulders back and go ahead and roll that forward. Good. Inhale and sweep it up. Let's clasp those hands behind us one more time. Opening that chest a little bit more. Drop our chin to chest. Lift our head to center. Look to the left. Look to the right. Back to center. And let's bend at our elbows. Hands over to left waist. And let's go ahead and squeeze that elbow back. Open up that shoulder, opening up that chest. And then go ahead and switch sides. Same thing, elbow back. And then release that. Good. Shake that out. Inhale and sweep it up. And exhale that out. Good. And if you are sitting on anything, you can go ahead and move that because we're going to work on our legs now. So let's lean it back. Fingers are facing forward. And we'll begin to warm up our hips, hip flexors. So we can take our feet as wide as our hips, or if you want to go wider, you can. Oh, and let's go ahead and drop this windshield wiper, those legs, taking that from side to side, dropping that down. Good. And then let's go ahead and keep our right leg forward or right leg zigzagged in the front right here. Sit it up tall and let's go ahead and twist over to the left first. So get a nice tall left twist. And then we've got our big right twist here. So big right twist, glute, hip, lifting, maybe eyes looking over the shoulder, looking a little further. Wonderful twist here. And then let's bring this to center and we'll go quick for 4 to the side. So let's take it for 4 and center. It's 3 and center. It's 2 and center. And last 1 and back to center. Good. Lean it back, but we're going to bring our feet together. So we've got a nice butterfly here. So open this up and a butterfly. Very good. And then back to that zigzag. So release that back into that zigzag. And now we can lean it back. And let's take our windshield wipers again. Oh. Good. Let's go ahead and keep our left leg in front. So we've got this nice zigzag left. Up tall, twist to the right first. So tall twist to the right. And then big twist to the left. Right hip, glute, inner thigh, up off the ground, looking over that shoulder. Go and enjoy this twist here, this deep twist. Use that breath as you are twisting in this. Good, and then let's go ahead and bring this to center and we'll go quick for 4. So let's take this for 4 and center. It's 3 and center. It's 2 and center. And last One. And center. Very good. Let's go ahead and lean this back. Bring our feet together again. So back into that nice butterfly. And you can be grasping on your ankles or you can be grasping under your heels. It's really like my hands are too slippery for that. If you're wearing socks, it might be easier. But yes, you can grab either way, whatever works best for you, but getting that wonderful inner thigh and hip opener right here. Very good. Breathing deeply. Very nice. And let's go ahead and lengthen through our legs. So we'll get nice long legs here. Flex through our feet. Let's go ahead and find our staff pose. So flex feet, lengthened legs, lengthened arms. So we have that nice capital L. So nice staff pose here. Let's do 3 breaths in our staff pose. Inhale deeply and exhale it out. And again, inhale it deeply and exhale it out. And one more time, inhale it deeply and exhale it out. Good, release those arms. Let's go ahead and bend at our knees and lean ourselves back so that we find ourselves in a boat pose. So now we're engaging that core, reaching through those arms. Shoulders are away from our ears. Hold this here, inhale deeply and exhale it out. And again, inhale deep and exhale it out. And one more time, deep inhale and exhale it out. Very good. Now, taking our arms behind us. So we're gonna, and flattening our feet on the floor, let's go into tabletop. So fingers are facing towards our feet. Let's press against the heels of our hands and let's lift our pelvis up. So now we have that nice tabletop. This one's always such a good one too. I think this is a favorite because it's such a good bicep stretch. And breathe it here. So that neck is nice and neutral, either looking forward or up, but not pushing that head back. Just a nice neutral neck. Breathing. And then let's go ahead and drop that pelvis down. Simple cross leg, sit up tall and hinge forward. Opposing stretch. Now we're gonna go, you can either do that tabletop again, if that feels best for you, or we're gonna go into reverse plank. So taking our legs long, but if that does not feel comfortable for you, then go ahead and go back into that tabletop. Otherwise, we've got our legs nice and long, fingers are facing towards our toes again, and let's lift our pelvis up. So nice reverse plank. It's a little more difficult. And if it hurts your wrists, you can take it down onto those elbows, or like I said before, you can do that tabletop again. We're still getting that opening, the chest opening, shoulder opening, and hip opening. And we're still getting that strengthening of the core, of the glutes, the belly, of that torso, and breathing it here. And then go ahead and drop that pelvis. Simple cross leg, hinge this forward. Posing stretch here. Good. And then let's go ahead and lengthen those legs back again and bring our right leg in. Give our right leg a nice big hug. Left leg is active, foot is flexed. Let's take our right leg over our left leg. Let's wrap our left arm around our right leg. And let's go ahead and twist this to the right and breathe. So keeping that foot active and breathing it here. And then go ahead and twist that towards the inside or the other way. So twisting to the left. And bring that center. Let's take the bottom of our foot to the inside of our thigh. Peace fingers, reaching for our big toe or hand for that shin. Or you can even have hand under your thigh. Again, it just depending on where, or ankle, depending on where your mobility and flexibility is letting you go today. And you can either have your other hand at your lowest rib, or you can reach up and over. So whatever, again, feels best for you, whatever helps to keep things open. If you're finding that you're closing yourself off when you're using your arm above your head, then actually try and keep that lower so that you can have that open up. And breathe. Good, let's sit ourselves up tall and then just twist to the back. And then release that. Good, let's lengthen through our legs. And let's take it to the other side. So let's go ahead and bring that other leg in. Bringing that left leg in, give that a nice big hug. Right foot is flexed, foot is active. Let's take left over right, wrap our right arm around, and twist to the left. It's interesting. Sometimes I feel this, most of the times I feel this in my glutes and hips when we're doing the stretch, but today I'm feeling this all in my torso and in my rib cage. And I'm like, what different exercise did I do that I'm feeling the soreness there? Interesting. Good, let's go ahead and switch it to the right. That other side. And it may not even be a different exercise. It may be food or hydration. Sometimes when I'm dehydrated, I feel it there. So I'm like, maybe I'm not as hydrated as I need to be. Just recognizing body cues. Let's go ahead and take this back to center. Take the bottom of our foot to the inside of that thigh. Peace fingers are going to reach either for that big toe or hand to shin, or ankle, or under quad, whatever works for you. And then stretching on this other side. And breathe. And then let's go ahead and bring this center and twist it. So twisting to the left. Very good. Bring this back to center. Grab your block. We're going to do some bridge. That's the word I'm looking for. Bridge. So grab your block. Take your block between your knees. Take ourselves onto our backs. And we're just going to lift and lower our pelvis here a few times to warm up that spine. So go ahead and lifting the pelvis up and then lowering that pelvis down. Go ahead and lift that pelvis up. And if you need to walk those feet closer to those glutes, then feel free to do that and walk that or lower that down. And then lift that pelvis up and lower that down. And lift that pelvis up and lower that down. So we're going to do a lot of back warming right now. So we just did a little bit of lifting and lowering with our pelvis. Go ahead, you can keep that, you can keep that block there. Drop your knees to your side and bring yourself back up. You can put that off to the side and we're coming to all fours. So we're going to do that a few times. We're going to go on our backs and then on all fours, on our backs, on all fours. And we're going to do some cat and cow here. So let's go ahead and drop that belly, eyes to sky. This way. And then round our spine, chin to chest. Oh. Drop that belly, eyes to sky. And then round that chin to chest. Drop that belly, inhale. And then round that. Exhale. Drop that belly, inhale. And then round that. Exhale. Good. Sitting back onto our heels. Let's take ourselves back onto our backs. Have that block right in between those thighs. This time we're going to add in our bridge. So let's take ourselves down. Lift lift ourselves up into our bridge. You can walk your feet pretty close to your glutes. So we're lifted up into our bridge and we're going to hold our bridge here and breathe. Good. While we are holding this bridge, let's go ahead and lift up our heels, pressing our toes into the floor. My calves like to cramp when I get into that. Good. And then let's go ahead and flatten through our feet, lift our toes. So press through our heels, flex through our feet, toes are lifted. And then flatten through those feet, big deep breath. And exhale, lower that pelvis down. You can take that block away, drop our knees over to our side, take ourselves on back onto our side, and then back onto all fours. Cat and cow again. Drop that belly, inhale, eyes to sky. Round that spine, exhale. Drop that belly, inhale. And round that spine, exhale. Drop that belly, inhale. And round that spine, exhale. Now we're going to go into a single leg movement, or what we know as bird dog, what we usually do, because then we're going to do a single leg bridge. So let's do our single leg bird dog. So let's lift our right leg up and lengthen through our left arm. Let's hold this here and go elbow to knee 4 times. So let's bring this in for 4 and reach. Here's 3 and reach. Here's 2 and reach. And last 1 and reach. Good, release and release. Let's take it to the other side. So let's go ahead and lift our left leg up and lengthen here. And we'll go 4 times here, elbow to knee. So bring this in for 4 and reach. It's 3 and reach. It's 2 and reach. And last 1 and reach. Good, release and release. Sit back onto our heels, and then let's take ourselves back onto the floor. Grab that block 1 more time. Actually, yes, grab the block. Just to bring ourselves up into a nice stable bridge. So block between those knees, feet lined up with our knees. Let's lift ourselves up into a nice, strong, stable bridge. While we're in this bridge, actually, yeah, go ahead and drop your pelvis down. And now let's take that block off to the side, but try and keep that same like alignment right there. And then go ahead, lift that pelvis back up. Good. So let's go ahead, press through our right foot and let's lift our left leg up. So we've got a nice single leg bridge. Take our ankle to our thigh and our piriformis. Single leg bridge. Very good. Bring this leg back to center and place that left foot back onto the floor. Finding that bridge again. Try and find that alignment. So lining knees up with the hips, hips with the knees, yeah, and then knees with the ankles. That's the way to go. And let's go ahead and press our left foot into the floor. Lift right leg. Take right ankle to left thigh. Open that up. And let's go ahead and bring that leg back to center. Place that foot back on the floor. Find that bridge. Breathe it here. Inhale. And then let's exhale. Drop that pelvis down. Very nice. Drop our knees over to the side. Take ourselves back onto our side. All the way up, back onto all fours. Cat and cow. Once again, drop that belly. Inhale. And I don't know about you, but my back is nice and warmed up now. And round that spine, chin to chest. Good. Go ahead and place your blocks where you want them for our sun salutations. You use blocks for your sun salutes. And then let's go ahead and find ourselves on all fours, curling our toes under. Let's keep our knees bent and let's go ahead and lift our tails to the ceiling. So let's lengthen nice and long through that spine, through those arms, relax that head and neck in between those shoulders, maybe nodding that head yes or shaking that head no. And then begin to pedal our feet. So pedaling those heels down towards the floor. And finding a little bit of stillness here, finding those heels down towards the floor. Again, maybe relaxing that head and neck. If you're having some sinus stuff going on, it might feel really good. Or it might feel like that uncomfortably painful good. Let's lift up on our toes, heels high, and let's drop both of our heels over to one side. And then lift that back up center and drop over to the other side. And then lift that back up center. And let's walk our feet to meet our hands. Standing forward fold at the front of our mat. And let's go ahead and ragdoll. So letting those arms dangle, let that upper body dangle, let that head dangle. Letting those feet root into the floor. So big toe, little toe heel. Let's take opposite elbow with the opposite hand, making a frame for that head. And breathe. And allow those arms to just dangle. You can grab those blocks. Let's go ahead and inhale, flat back into a nice tabletop. And then exhale and release. Let's inhale. Our head's been low, so take your time with this. Inhale and sweep our arms up nice and big. And then exhale it around into a chair. Good. Inhale and lift this up. And exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through that spine. Nice tabletop. And exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale it around to chair. Inhale and sweep that up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, flat back. Exhale and release. Let's keep our right foot forward. Take our left foot back into a nice lunge. Left hand is going to be on the block, on the floor, or on a chair, wherever, whatever height you need. And let's do a spinal twist. Ooh, over to that side. Oh my goodness. Feel that stretch and breathe. And bring this back to center. Let's take that foot back to meet the other foot into a top of plank. Nice, strong top of plank here. Shift our weight forward. Drop to the fronts of our knees. Uncurl our toes. Heart's going to go down to the floor, and then heart's going to lift up off of the floor into a baby cobra. I'm on a cat right now, so I'm not doing that full cobra. Curl our toes under. Let's press ourselves up into a nice downward facing dog. Oh, and enjoy this inversion. Enjoy your down dog. Enjoy that head being lower than the heart. So good for that circulation. Very, very good. And then let's go ahead and walk our feet. Meet our hands. Standing forward fold. Right there up to those blocks. Let's inhale, lengthen through our spine. Ooh, nice flat back. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale it around to chair. Good. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through that spine. Exhale and release. Left foot's going to stay forward. Right foot's going to go back into lunge. Right hand on block or floor or chair, whatever works for you. And let's twist open to the left side. Outer thighs are sore. Breathe. And then go and bring this back to center. Take that foot back to meet the other foot into a top of plank. Strong top of plank here. Shift our weight forward. Drop the fronts of the knees. Uncurl our toes. Heart's gonna go down. Heart's gonna lift up. Curl our toes under. Lift and press into that downward facing dog. And breathe. And let's walk our feet to meet our hands until we're in a standing forward fold. And inhale, nice flat back. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale and around a chair. Good, let's hold here a chair. Hands to heart. Take our right elbow to that left thigh. Seated spinal twist. But without the physical chair underneath us. Very good. Breathing it here. And let's go and bring ourselves back to center. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through that spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale around a chair. Hands to heart. And let's twist the other side. So left elbow to that right thigh. Breathe. I don't know about you, my quads. It's making my quads burn. It's very good. Use that breath. More that burns, breathe the deeper. And bring this back to center. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through that spine. Exhale and release. Right foot's gonna stay forward. Left foot's gonna go back into that lunge again. Left hand on block or floor. That spinal twisted open to the right. Good. And bring this back to center. Take that foot back to meet the other foot into a top of plank. Shift that weight, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes. Take our heart down, lift that heart up. Curl our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog and breathe. Maybe nod that head yes, or shake that head no. And let's walk our feet to meet our hands. Standing forward fold. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale around a chair. Inhale and lift. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, flat back. Exhale and release. Left foot's gonna stay forward. Right foot's gonna go back on the floor. Right hand on block or floor. And let's go ahead and twist open to the left and breathe this here. And then release that. Bring that back to center. Take that foot back, keep the other foot into our top of plank. Shift our weight, drop to fronts of the knees, then curl our toes. Take our heart down, lift our heart up. Curl our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog and breathe. And let's go and walk our feet to meet our hands, standing forward fold. Front edge of our mat. Let's inhale, lengthen through that spine. And exhale, release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale around a chair. Inhale and lift. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, release. Right foot's gonna stay forward, left foot's gonna go back. Drop our left heel. Let's do that alignment. So we're gonna go into our warriors. So front heel is lined up with our back foot arch. And let's go ahead and bring ourselves up into a warrior one. Front knee is bent. Good. And then let's go ahead and open this up. Proud warrior. Drop our back arm. Palm faces up. Peaceful warrior. Reverse warrior. Very good. Let's release our front leg. Both of our legs are now straight. Tilt our hips over so that we can open this for a triangle. And feel free to use a block here in your triangle, or you can have your hand on your shin or thigh. Just remember to not put it on that knee joint or that hip joint. You want it on your quad or your shin or ankle or floor if you're that flexible, if you've got your foot or if you've got your hand all the way down. But breathing into this wonderful triangle. And then let's go ahead and bring ourselves up. We've got both of our legs nice and straight. Release our arms, walk our back foot in. So heel, toe, just once or twice to narrow that triangle. So now our legs are narrow. Let's go ahead and turn our torso so that we are facing right over our front leg. Both of our legs are still straight. Let's go ahead and take our hands to prayer at our low back, and we'll go into pyramid. So flattening through that back, making a nice pyramid here, or folding this forward, folding this over. Both those legs straight. Huge, massive stretch in this front leg. And then we're going to begin to shift our weight forward and find ourselves in our balance warrior three. So that might mean your toe is popped on the floor. It might mean your leg is lifted. It might mean that you're lifting and lowering. Or you can work all the way into that balance warrior three, and arms are wherever they feel most supportive for you. So finding that warrior three balance. And then begin to hinge this up into a one leg staff pose. So bring those arms up. Very good. And then go ahead and release that leg down next to the other leg. Lengthen up, nice tall mountain. Inhale and exhale, dive it down and over. Relax that head and neck. You can just forward fold this right here. Let's inhale, flatten that back and look forward. Oh, good tabletop. And exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around chair. Good. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through that spine. Exhale and release. Let's keep our left foot forward, take our right foot back, drop our heel. Let's do our alignment. Get ready for our warriors. So that front heel is lined up with that back foot arch, and bring ourselves up into a warrior one. Very good. From our warrior one, from our strong warrior one, let's open this into proud warrior, warrior two. Very good. And let's drop our back arm, take our palm up, peaceful warrior, warrior three. No, not warrior three, just peaceful warrior. Reverse warrior, peaceful warrior. Good. Let's release that front leg. Both of our legs are now straight. And let's go ahead and tilt the hips and bring ourselves over, tilt ourselves down into that wonderful triangle. And breathe. Triangle. Let's go ahead and bring ourselves up, release our arms, heel toe that back foot in, just to narrow that stance. Let's take our hands to prayer at low back. Go ahead and turn that torso so it's facing over that front leg. And let's fold this into pyramid. Oh, that front leg. Again, another massive stretch. So good for that hamstring back of the leg. And then from here, let's move this into balance warrior 3. So whatever that looks like for you, remembering that we want the same thing that we did on the other side. We want to do that same thing on this side. We want to prevent injury by making sure that we're balanced in our movements. So doing that same thing, even if you feel like you can go further on this side, you want to stay in that same vicinity that you did with the other side, until the other side gets strong enough to meet you where you can go, or it might be vice versa. But breathing, holding that balance. Slowly, let's hinge ourselves up into that staff, half staff pose. And then let's release that leg down, take the other leg, tall mountain pose, reach up, inhale, and exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around a chair. Inhale and lift. Exhale, dive it down and over. Both feet back into top of plank. Very good, top of plank here. Let's shift our weight forward, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes, take our hearts down, lift our hearts up. Oh, enjoy this nice baby cobra right here. Let's take this baby cobra into a sphinx. So let's go ahead and take it onto our elbows. So we've still got that nice little low back stretch here though. Good sphinx pose. And then let's go into a little bit more back strengthening. So let's take our arms out, legs out. Let's lift our left arm and our right leg. So let's go ahead and lift that up, lengthening through that, and breathe. And then go ahead and release that, and we'll take it to the other side. So right arm, left leg lift, and breathe. And release. And we'll do that one more time each side. Left arm, right leg lift. Breathing while you're lifting. This isometric hold is a strengthening pose. And release that, and we'll take it to the other side. So right arm, left leg, lift and breathe. And release that. Good. Hands by chest. Press ourselves back into a child's pose. Oh, good stretch for that low back, mid back. I'm enjoying this child's pose. Sometimes You might want to, like, if you're ever in need of relaxation or something, you can take yourself into a child's pose for a few minutes. Put a pillow underneath your forehead while you're in that child's pose. It's a very good calming, relaxing, rejuvenating pose. And if you're like, it's too much when we're going into final relaxation, if it's like ever too much just being on your back, you can always do your relaxation in child's pose too. So whatever works for you. We're gonna take those hands by our knees and press ourselves up. Good. We're gonna take ourselves onto our backs. Grab what you need for your final relaxation. I'm gonna grab my eye pillow. You can grab a pillow, blanket, your eye pillow, whatever you need. Not gonna use it quite yet. And we're gonna do a little bit more stretch, and then we'll move into our relaxation. So we've got our knees bent. Let's go ahead and take our right ankle, place it onto our left thigh. Go ahead and press our inner thigh away for that piriformis stretch right here. And then let's reach our hands behind our left thigh and pull that towards you if it's available to you. And then go ahead and release that leg. Let's take our left ankle to our right thigh. Press that inner thigh away. Goodness. And then let's reach behind our right thigh. Pull that in towards you. And release that leg. And let's move into a little bit of relaxation. So you can take that eye pillow, place it over your eyes. Let's lengthen through our legs towards one end of the room, reach through our fingers towards the other end. Adding an inch or two to your height here. Maybe you're able to lift that low back up off the floor, ribcage up off the floor. Really reach it here. You can rotate those ankles or wrists, doing whatever feels best for you. Let's inhale deeply. As we exhale, let's sink and settle, quieting everything, slowing everything. Relax your face, release your jaw. Relax anything that's like tension or tightness or soreness. And of course, the relaxation. Let relax, quiet everything, and breathe. It's so relaxing. Let's go ahead and bend our knees. And tuck that tailbone under, flatten through the spine. And go ahead and drop both of your knees over to your most comfortable side. And you can take yourself on your side, or if it feels good to just have the legs over to the side and your torso still facing the ceiling, you can do that too. So whatever is feeling good for you today. Remember, this is your relaxation. And if you need to take your relaxation longer than what I'm doing, then just stay where you're at and relax as long as you need to. Listen to your body, your mind, whatever you are needing. Otherwise, we're going to slowly begin to bring ourselves up. Into a seated pose. And lengthen up through our spine. Head is lifted tall, spine is long. And let's inhale and sweep those arms up. Bring our palms together. And exhaling, eyes are following our fingers. Take our chin to chest. Lift that head center, take fingers to forehead. As we leave today, let us think thoughts of truth. Take our fingers to our lips. As we leave today, let us speak words of love. And taking our hands to our hearts. As we leave today, let our lives be a light of truth and a light of love, having hearts of compassion and mercy, knowing that we have not been given a spirit of fear, but the spirit of love and a sound and peaceful mind. Deep inhale and cleansing exhale. And one more big deep inhale. And big cleansing exhale. And have a blessed day today. Have a good day tomorrow. Have a happy New Year's Eve and a happy